The views and opinions of the producers, hosts, and guests in the show do not directly reflect the official stand and policies of the management, the network, and the company. The program that features, highlight, and connect, creating and harnessing linkages for you and your company for your new content, communication, and conversion. Talk Shop Asia Power Network, hosted by the business and transformation mentor, Rolly Pagaspas, and millennial ASEAN advocate, Colin Lalyaban, and direct selling sensei, Jojo Baraquias, and reliable DSAP administrator, Niet De Leon. Talk Shop Asia Power Network, growing exponentially.
Good afternoon, Business Philippines, and welcome to the 22nd season of Talk Shop Asia Power Network, the Philippines' most formidable business community, events organizer, and digital media producer all in one program. So this season, we will explore the power of networks and communities to push for business development and sustainability. In partnership with the Direct Selling Association of the Philippines and the ASEAN Youth Organization Philippines, we will empower both renowned retail industry giants and emerging youth-led startups. These organizations will shape the opportunities for our viewers and communities to empower their brands and push industries as we grow exponentially with them. I am Colleen Layaban, the Millennial ASEAN Advocate, and I will be your anchor for this afternoon. Now, let's also welcome our hosts for this afternoon, Sir Rolly Pagaspas and Sir Jojo Baraquias. Welcome to the show.
Magandang hapon, and siyempre gusto ko muna magsabi ng shout out to all the program partners of Talk Shop Asia running on its 6 years already. I'd like to name them a few, the Philippine Retailers Association, the FranCorp, the Philippine Franchise Association, the Association of Filipino Franchisers, and the Filipino International Franchise Association. Together with the different event organizers have supported our show since then. Global Link, Ad Asia, and X-Link, and Fiera de Manila. Shout out to all the hosts of the other verticals of Talk Shop Asia, Rosario, Kahukom Rodberry, who's in the US, who's taking care of the Talk Shop Asia Global. And then, of course, say hi to Don Senita and Muriel Villanueva, who's taking charge of Talk Shop Asia Next Gen and our sustainability program, Two for the Road. Shout out to Arlene Martinez. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Jojo?
Good morning sa Direct Selling. It is
Good morning.
In fact, sa Direct Selling nga, medyo tayo medyo mukhang malakas kumita. Sa totoo lang, talagang dapat malakas kumita. So, nag-slant kami. Ginawa namin, good more earnings.
Okay. Okay, Colleen, good more earning, di ba?
Definitely, Sir Rolly, no? I mean, that's a revolutionary statement to make, especially for our viewers here in the show na gusto talagang, kumbaga, hashtag Team Payaman, sabi nga nila.
Yan. Team Payaman. Sige, ako rin. Team Milyonaryo. Talk Shop Asia, Team Milyonaryo.
Definitely, Sir Rolly. And for our streaming today, of course, Sir Rolly, and Sir Jojo, ang ating topic for today will be wellness, wellness leaders. So let's also take a look at this video to know more about our episode today.
Bukas pa, handa na ba? Let's go for it. Huwag titigil dahil wellness is life.
Listen, wellness is life. Wellness ay pag-inom ng gatas. Wellness ay eating healthy lagi. Wellness ay right portion sa pagkain.
Okay, that's right, let's go.
Listen, wellness is life. Dahil wellness is life. Wellness is life. Ito ang bagong mantra. Dahil wellness is life.
Sa pagkain, magsama-sama uminom ng gatas dahil wellness is life. Go, grow, go, Go, foods na tama ang sukat. Maglaro ka sa labas. Mag-reduce, reuse, recycle. Listen,
wellness is life. Wellness ay maging fit at active. Wellness ay washing hands and tama. Wellness ay pag-alaga sa planeta. Listen, wellness is life. Dahil wellness is life. Listen, wellness is life. Ito ang bagong mantra. Dahil wellness is life.
All right, that is a very
mapapagano na.
informative video. And so, nakaka-LSS ha.
Oo.
Parang kakantahin ko mamayang gabi.
Okay,
Sir
alam mo
Rolly,
talaga,
let's
Colleen,
Yes,
during
sir.
our time, ang usong saya talaga, State of the Nation. So yung mga pag ganon-ganon, kaya natutuwa ako, di ba? Parang inaapuhap ko yung mga dingding somewhere, no? So that I can feel the life. Pero para sa akin, when, with the tag wellness is life, ang pick up ko talaga dyan is that wellness is lifelong. Meaning to say, anuman phase ng buhay nasaan ka, and then anuman ang role na yung ginagampanan, at anumang status you are in, whether malungkot ka o masaya, you got to embrace that wellness is given. And it should be continued in all aspects, whether sa pagkain, sa katawan, at syempre sa social, at syempre sa utak din.
Yeah, that's really,
naalala
I
ko yan.
agree, di ba? Oo, Sir Jojo, your thoughts?
Yeah, naalala ko yung State of the Nation, mga ganun. I think I was grade 6.
Kumari, sir, sige, naalala ko din.
Di ba, State of the Nation yun eh.
Yeah. Well, ano mo, yung wellness is life, ang tingin ko dyan. Ano? Health is wealth. Health is our life. Wellness is our wealth. So, kailangan lang eat well, be happy, exercise well, at saka, ika nga, be happy, stay happy. Okay, Ned.
Yes. Definitely agree now with Sir Rolly and Sir Jojo. That's why for our episode today, our episode is entitled Wellness Leaders. And we will showcase brands that are focusing on health and wellness for our viewers and have been providing this service for decades now. Ayan. So, true to Talk Shop Asia tradition, now we are sharing our platform to Filipino businesses as we delve into wellness leaders. So, Sir Jojo, our guest for today.
Well, our guest for today is Enrico de la Rosa sa Sacred Grains.
Yes, and of course, you also have Miss Melody Yap and Miss Jen Del Aga for Young Living Philippines. So these are both really great brands that showcase wellness for us. Yan. So we are going to have another jam-packed Friday afternoon, so please stay tuned. All of that and more when Talk Shop Asia Power Network returns.
Technology allows us to explore a variety of opportunities. So why not grab one for you? Kickstart your online business with Big Benta. Create an account, visit our store builder, then make your online shop. Be visible, gain customers, and run your business hassle-free. Plus, enjoy the support of our local merchandising team to maximize our platform. Make technology work for you with Big Benta, Pinoy e-commerce site made for you. After this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local, visit local, go local.
Empower your mind. Be informed. Dahil lamang ang may alam. Knowing the latest trends and issues in the society. Feed your mind with information that are reliable, fresh, and straight from the experts. Be involved. Here in the conversations with Chester Kidlat, broadcasting live in big media. This is the conversations.
Welcome to Pride and Proud Asia, Asia's first online radio show that champions LGBT contribution and leadership in business and in our country and the region. Hosted by the Philippine LGBT Chamber of Commerce, Visibility, Representation, and Empowerment. This is Pride and Proud Asia. Happy Pride!
Updated products and usage, value for customer and consumer, power in business and ally. All these in one bedrock of information. Only here on Talk Shop Asia Business Feature of the Week.
All right, get the best deals online with Big Benta. Download Big Benta app on your Android and Apple devices to get your latest gadgets, electronics, and home essentials. And let's support local. And of course, I would like to greet our friends from the ASEAN Youth Organization Philippines, Justin Hogushon, Eleanor Aberio, and Dr. Alex Reyes, and our counterparts from the Singapore headquarters. Your advocacies for the youth inspire us every day.
All right, so this week we are officially welcoming you to the first segment of Talk Shop Asia Power Network, dedicated to the highlighting of up-and-coming direct selling and retail business leaders with our partner enterprises and organizations. We are glad to have on the program the pillar of direct selling committee, none other than the Direct Selling Association of the Philippines.
Of course. And to talk about the business innovations and amazing products of Young Living Philippines, one of the members of Direct Selling Association of the Philippines as well, we have with us today Miss Melody Yap. So she has more than a decade of direct selling marketing experience as she grew a heritage brand for single-digit contribution to main business engine driver. She has both traditional and e-commerce background, magnifying her strategies as a Young Living marketer.
Well, also with us today is Miss Jen Del Agua, a mom of 4 oiler kids, a chemical engineer, and a marketing professional. She's an essential oil lover, slowly turned into an advocate of living a toxin-free lifestyle.
Of course. So let's all welcome the Senior Manager for Marketing, Miss Melody Yap, and the Marketing Operations Manager for Young Living Philippines, Miss Jen Del Agua. Miss Melody and Miss Jen, glad to have you in the show.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes,
or good morning in the direct selling industry. We always say good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Good more earning to all the young livings out there.
Yes, that's definitely
Okay,
right.
so can we show the poster of Young Living?
The video. Let's start with our video so everybody will learn
Let's
about
start with the video.
Yeah,
Sure.
we'll learn about what Young Living is all about.
All right, so let's take a look.
We are distillers and dreamers, creators and caretakers, farmers and family. We uplift and enhance lives around the world through nature's living energy, essential oils. As the pioneers of the modern essential oil movement for more than 25 years, we have established and maintained this standard every step of the way. From our sustainable farming and sourcing practices to our cutting-edge research and testing, we consistently deliver the world's purest essential oils and oil-infused products. As the standard bearer, we leave complacency and convenience to others and have no time for standing still or the status quo. Every day, we make lives better, the earth greener, and futures brighter. We're Young Living, nature distilled, life enhanced.
All right, so that's a really
Alright.
amazing video. Yeah, so let's dive right into the Q&A. Sir Ollie.
Kasi gusto sanang batiin sila thank you for giving us this mixed fruit drink, no, from Young Living, masarap, no, and this very healthy. Maraming salamat.
Yes, it's full of antioxidants and it's going
Exactly, I need it.
and it tastes good. So it's not just yung sweetness niya is just right. It's not something that's overtly sweet or like other health drinks, di ba, parang it's hard to drink naman. It tastes bad sometimes. But
Parang
this
lasang
one
gamot
is
yung iba. This one is okay.
correct. Yes, this one tastes just right. And even kids can take it. Right, Jen?
Right. Yes, that's right. It has very low glycemic level. So my 6-year-old takes din siya rin. So it's part of
Yeah. Wow. Feeling ko 6 years old rin ako ulit. Pabalik na.
Yes,
Okay,
those are amazing
let's go with the
products for young living.
feeling.
Sure, Sir Rolly. And of course, thank you so much, Miss Melody and Miss Jen, for being with us today. And it's really our pleasure to have you with us on the show. So let's dive right into the interview part so we will know more about Young Living. So what is the vision behind Young Living? How does the company look to impact the wellness industry?
So really, the purpose of Young Living is to empower the world with nature's living energy. I think everybody is familiar with essential oils. And essential oils are actually ingrained na yan in the Filipino lifestyle from way, way back. But with Young Living, it's just in its purest form, and we're bringing it back to modern times. I'm sure, siguro lahat tayo alam natin yung mga dati, yung mga hilot, ganyan.
Yes,
I
yes.
think you're familiar with that, di ba? Or your lola puts some oil on you to make you feel better pag masakit ang tiyan. There are those practices from the olden times. But what we have done now is to make it more modern, integrated in the current Filipino lifestyle, and also it is bottling nature's gift. So it's going to be more accessible to all people. So with Young Living, we can now harvest the power and energy to add more substance in our lives, and we can have a stress-free lifestyle and go into the path of wellness. This is what Young Living Essential Oils are really all about. So there.
All right, that's a really amazing initiative, no, Miss Melody. Of course, I'm also aware with na yung mga ganun ng bata tayo, no, and it's a revolutionary product that deserves more praise than it has right now. And so, what are your advocacies and major campaigns? So please tell us more about that.
In the Philippines, we really want to be in every Filipino home, and we want to support that wellness journey that a Filipino has that option. We don't need to go into the artificials or synthetics, but with Young Living, ngayon, may option na for Filipinos to be in that natural wellness lifestyle. So our latest campaign, actually, which we launched this morning, and then now tuloy-tuloy we had different launches throughout the day. So our campaign is really about changing lives. Tayo naman in the direct selling industry, that's what we are really known for. And we are sharing with everybody that our oils can change lives one drop at a time. Sa next slide na tayo for the campaign. Okay, next slide please. There. So we're highlighting our campaign, which is making a change one drop at a time. So this does not only pertain to having a healthier lifestyle, but it's also for the whole family. You get better sleep, you get better type of safety in your homes, parang purification of the air inside your home. You have also a better earning opportunity when you're with Young Living Philippines. And our products also create better focus, like when you're using or diffusing in your homes. So I know you're going to ask us about our products, how it works. So Jen will do a quick demonstration of our Dewdrop set and 3 oils na we are really known for.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Miss Jen. Please,
yes,
take
so you
start.
can see beside me, no, I have here one of the classic and elegant diffusers of Young Living Philippines. So this is called the Dewdrop Diffuser. So as you can see from the shape itself, no, it's shaped like a dewdrop. So this is inspired by the purity and elegance of the dewdrop of the morning dew.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And then you can also see it has 2 buttons. Now the buttons are for the power control and for the light control. Kasi this has 11 LED light options. So when you're in the mood to have, yellow light, so it has that yellow option. May blue, may red, meron din siyang parang candle flickering light option. So it's very versatile also. And then the way to use this is that, okay, I have to open. There are two closures. So I put water. So there is, you see the red dot inside? So this is the maximum water level lang dapat. If you go below that, there is a tendency na hindi mag-on yung inyong Dewdrop Diffuser. Okay. So for me, I always use, purified water or filtered water para sure tayo na malinis. And also it helps keep yung plate of the diffuser na mas matagal bago mag-scale. Diba? When we use tap water, mabilis maka-scale ng mga plates.
Yes, that's right.
Purified water. So there, this Dewdrop Diffuser also makes use of ultrasonic technology. It means that when the essential oils and water mix inside, that technology breaks yung particles into small microparticles before it gets dispersed into the air. So that's why, even if the room is quite big, naaamoy natin. So this is one of the first ways to enjoy our 100% pure essential oil through diffusion in our diffuser. So I have here 3 oils. First is the Thieves Essential Oil. So this one is like a signature oil of Young Living. This is present in all our Thieves household and personal care products. So I am slowly turning to an advocate of a toxin-free lifestyle. So I am starting the digital switch in my home because I have 4 kids and I want them to be healthy and well every day. So I don't buy.
Also, diba, we have diffusers not just in one area in our homes. So like, diba, even in the bathroom, we have a diffuser, kitchen, iba-iba yan. So our diffuser is not just confined in one room. You don't just need one, you need a lot actually. So in the bedroom, diba, maganda siya for your kids' room, kitchen, even in the kitchen, diba, if you're cooking, the smell is always there. This one will really help you with that.
That is true. Okay, so now I will be doing one of the classic blends that we have. So every day at home, in one corner of my home, I use this blend. So we call this the Everyday Oilers blend. So this is very safe for kids, for adults. So if you have seniors with you, I know na yung mga hindi pa sanay into essential oils, medyo may worry sila na if they have young kids, will this be safe? So I guarantee you, when I joined Young Living and I started oiling, my youngest was only 10 months old. And she's okay. Okay, so 3 drops
and even pets. Safe also for pets.
That is true. Yeah, so I put 3 drops. Okay. If in case napadami yung drop, my kids, I have oiler kids. When I say put 3 drops, they will put 8 drops. Okay, that is okay. That is very safe. These are the sealed pure from plants. And Young Living also has the C2Seal standard. We have partner farms all over the world. So guaranteed na yung mga plants natin. From the time na pinaplant pa lang yung mga seeds, these are all healthy because we don't use commercial pesticides or fertilizers. Next, I have here lavender. So lavender is one of my first favorites. So I'm sure madami tayong mga new members na nag-join because of Lavender Essential Oil. So, before makadistill ng 5 ml Lavender Essential Oil, we need 9 square feet of lavender, field.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Ganun kadami.
Yes.
Before it gets bottled here. So lavender is also called the queen of essential oils. So yan. Kasi this is perfect for, calming, relaxing after a long day when my kids are very hyper na. So I diffuse lavender and guaranteed na very peaceful use. When I want to watch my K-drama na at night, kailangan sila Yes. This is also good for the skin. Lavender is a very good skincare oil. So you can mix this with your skincare and beauty products. Kahit sa mga shampoo, you can use this. Okay, so I put again 3 drops of lavender essential oil. I can smell it na even if hindi pa ako nagdi-diffuse. The last, okay, so review 3 drops of Thieves essential oil, 3 drops of lavender, and then last is peppermint. Okay, ayan. Ako marami rin may love sa peppermint. This is very good for focus. And this also helps, promote easy breathing. So sometimes yung parang stuffy yung mga ilong natin, lalo na kapag magulan or sudden change of weather. Sobrang sarap niya. Yan, masarap yan. And it also helps increase focus. So when we're working from home, we diffuse this.
And it's also cooling, right? So you can make your own mist, and then if lalo na ngayon, it's very humid, very hot, you can just spray it. You can make your own. So we have a lot of recipes actually available. So you can make your own cooling spray. So you can refresh yourself throughout the day.
That is true. Okay, so I have now 3 oils in my diffuser: the thieves, lavender, and then peppermint. So I put the cover back and then I turn on. That easy. So this diffuser, can last up to 10 hours because there are 3 modes. So if you choose lang yung lowest mode, it can run up to 10 hours. This is safe to be left overnight. So this is very safe. And so this is one way to enjoy our oils. Another also is through, I can put a drop of peppermint. Towards the end of the day, diba, medyo pagod na tayo, Miss Colleen. So,
definitely.
I can also put dyan sa aking forehead, sa wrist. So there's a cooling sensation, very, very appropriate pag summer and when we're all busy. So, yeah, I can change the light, as you can see, diba, color. So there, that's the everyday blend.
Wow, that's really amazing. And I'm also quite curious. I want to ask Miss Jen and Miss Melody, no? Kasi usually when I use a humidifier myself, it's only prescribed na parang one oil only. But this time, you can mix all 3. It's that versatile, diba? Ayun. I mean, that's normal. I mean, that's allowed. That's okay.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. We encourage that. Actually, you create a customized mix kasi each person is different. Each person responds to essential oils also differently because we're composed of different things and we experience different things in a day. So you may need more peppermint for your diffuser. Tapos you can mix it also with some lemon. There are a lot of recipes that calls for combining, mixing, and matching. So no one person is hiyang to one certain blend. So that's what it's very exciting. It's an exciting world to discover.
But that is normal, no, Melody, yung feedback ni Colleen, yung question. Normal talaga eh. When you're new into oiling, medyo takot ka pa mag-mix, diba? Hindi ka pa ganun. Normally, important talaga using one oil. And then eventually, you discover kasi, and also in Young Living, we have this community. We are all wellness advocates. So they share a lot of learnings, of personal experiences and testimonies. So you get inspired, to explore more. And then eventually you put it na on your skin, topical na yung application. And then there are a lot of things.
We also have other oils that are already blends. So I have here one voice. Here, so this is already a blend of a lot of oils in one. So it's pre-mixed now. So this one is also, it also has a different benefit to your body and emotionally. It also has a different type of support. So there are pre-mixed or blended oils na. So what Jen shared, there are singles. So lavender is a single oil. Peppermint is also a single oil, whereas Thieves naman, blend na siya, combination na siya. And it's a trademark. Thieves is a trademark of Young Living Philippines. So if there are other brands out there claiming na, we have Thieves cleaner, that's not real Thieves. Thieves is owned by Young Living Philippines. Young Living.
Okay. Well, welcome. Ako naman, since I started living in a condo 6 years ago, we started talaga using oil. Kasi medyo constrict ang isang condominium, no? Although I live in a 77 square meter condo. At talagang umaamoy sa kusina, so we make use of a diffuser, oil diffuser, in our room, and even in the middle of the unit, which is the living room. We made use of that. Ang favorite namin is, syempre, lavender and peppermint talaga. But we made use of a local one. Medyo merong sampagita touch. And then, pinaghalo-halo namin tatlo. Well, I'll try Young Living and then I can see na ang ganda ng diffuser, kasi kami mano-mano lang. Alam mo yung may kandila sa ilalim.
Kandila sa ilalim, sir. Yes,
that's true. I just want to share also some trivia about, I know I heard you were using other oils, but iba-iba yung scent ng oil if it comes from different farms. So you're saying you're using lavender. But if our lavender is coming from France, it will smell different from a lavender that's coming from USA, for example.
I
So
agree with that.
farming is of utmost importance. So that's what we also highlight with Young Living. It's our seed to seal practice. That farming technique gives us the purest forms of oils.
Of course, kami ni
Yeah.
Colleen, we ought to be user of Young Living Oils, no? And then we have to
Yes,
try it right
definitely.
after the show.
You have to, you have to. Once you
Yes,
start,
and-
you can't stop. I'm telling you.
Oo
that,
nga.
that felt like a warning, no, Miss Jen. But definitely, I would love to try. Oh, and also, what's really remarkable about this one is, I, as an agri advocate myself, the seed to seal practice. Kumbaga, I mean, it's sustainable and it doesn't really use harmful chemicals. So you know now what you're putting in your skin, what you're putting in your body, what you're inhaling inside of your homes, what you're putting for your kids is safe from the very beginning that it was produced.
Oh.
Diba? That's very remarkable, and that's
And
awesome.
we have partner farms here in the Philippines.
Oh wow!
Yes,
Oh.
we have the Happy Pili farm and we also have the
Mhm.
Kalipay farm. So Young Living has partnered with Filipino farmers because we also have the best coconut. So
Yes,
yung
that's true.
ating coconut
All
is
right.
in Kalipay.
So this is more contract growing, Miss Melody, no? On that level. Okay.
Yes.
That's really great to hear,
Oh,
and also a wonderful opportunity for our farmers. Sir Rolly.
Oo nga, marami pa pala tayong collaboration engagement points that we can do with Young Living. Aside from endorsing the oil, which is very formidable, kasi it's safe, quality, and I think affordable, no?
Definitely, yes. It's affordable now,
Okay,
especially because we launched the set that Jen showed. This is the best priced set for enrollment. Actually, I want and I would like to invite everyone, if you're watching, just go to our website. This set that Jen shared is available, and it can be your enrollment set and starter set for a new life of wellness. And available na siya kanina pang morning, and we're excited that everyone is on board and supportive of our new Everyday Oilers set.
Okay, so I think that is what's next for Young Living, yung promo. Let's make it big, no? So that we can create a bandwagon for the Young Living oil. But I've got one last question for you, Melody and Jen. And I think since you have embraced the direct selling industry, how does it impact your reach and development of your business here in the Philippines?
So being in the direct selling platform, it really is supportive of sharing stories and relationships and community. So that's what we always talk about Young Living also. You're not just part of an engine of business engine. It's not that. It's about sharing your experience, sharing your love for oils, and it's that simple. As long as you're sharing your stories, marami kang ma-encourage. Like kami ngayon, we're sharing to you, di ba? What we experience when we use the oils. Parang kayo, di ba, na-excite na kayo and you want to take part and experience it for yourself. So that's what we
At
also...
kami ang susunod na istorya. Kami ang susunod na istorya.
That's what
Melody,
we
please
encourage.
continue.
That's what we encourage in our community, so that we also have a lot of classes, education. We support our members in that way, and it's still very relational. Kahit na lahat tayo ngayon is online or everything classes, but Young Living is flourishing, it's growing, even if everything is online and virtual, because yung stories are very strong. If you hear a mom and pag kinuwento niya sa'yo na ito yung ginamit ko to help my son, it's very moving, and you would also want to have that for your son. So tuloy-tuloy na siya, hawa-hawa na siya, and everybody wants to experience the benefits of oil. So that's what that being in the direct selling, it has helped Young Living share our stories, share the goodness of our products, and eventually we change lives with our products.
Okay,
Actually,
let us create a toxin free.
Secondary yung income earning opportunity, no? We always start by sharing yung personal stories, yung benefits from the products. Sobrang bonus talaga on the side yung income earning opportunity.
Right, that's really great to hear, no, from Miss Melody and Miss Jen. And of course, I would also like to give the floor to you guys to invite our viewers to access, to reach, to buy Young Living Philippines. Please go ahead.
O Jen, promote mo na yung ating set. Nasabi ko na
Okay,
kanina.
so this Everyday Oilers enrollment set can be yours for only 3,999 pesos. You know, this is the lowest enrollment set that we've launched so far since we started our business here in the Philippines, because this is in support of our thrust, you know, to change lives one drop at a time. We want to encourage more families, more mommies, more millennials to be part of the Young Living community. So this set comes with a Dewdrop Diffuser, 1 peppermint 5 ml oil, 1 lavender, and 1 thieves 5 ml oil. So yan. This will not be here forever, so please grab this opportunity to be part of Young Living through this very low price, very affordable enrollment set.
Yes. So with this, we hope that we can be in every Filipino home and support their wellness journey. So with that, I would like to share our last video. This one showcases the lifestyle of our members and the whole Filipino community.
All right, let's take a look.
Young Living Philippines!
All of this was a result of hard work with a combination of unbeatable Filipino spirit,
we will conquer new heights, inspire more Filipinos.
All right, that was really fun and enjoyable to watch. And also, I would love to commend Miss Jen, Miss Melody, and of course, Young Living Philippines for this amazing and really, really amazing opportunity and really amazing products that you are giving to the Filipino.
Sorry, last na. I want to say lang.
Go ahead.
What you're seeing is the members, the community, but it also trickles down inside. In the corporation, we the people who are working inside the company, we also feel the same. So that's also making it everything mas infectious because everybody feels the same in the community of Young Living. Whether you're corporate, whether you're a member, you're just a customer or a user, you feel that energy. So thank you for inviting us today.
Of course,
Okay,
anytime, Miss Melody and Miss Jen. Sir Rolly, your thoughts on our segment for today?
Oh, well, for me, I think I'd like to embrace a challenge that let's create a toxin-free Philippines and let's create a toxin-free Talk Shop Asia community. We shall promote young living in our turf. Okay, we ought to be meeting with our Melody and Jen in the next weeks to come. Thank you.
All right. Of course. Thank you so much, Miss Jen and Miss Melody, for sharing with us the awesome solutions and your vision for Filipino wellness. And also, I would like to commend na you are doing contract growing with Filipino farmers as well. And I hope this becomes a bigger opportunity for agricultural areas as well. Yeah. So we will still be with Miss Jen and Miss Melody in the panel segment of the program. In the meantime, we will be pausing for a quick break. But when we get back, we are featuring another organization for our Community Mic segment. So all of that when Talk Shop Asia Power Network returns.
Oh, no problem. Uy! Oh, mag-bless ka na.
Naku, ang bango-bango ng anak mo.
Oo nga. Mga mare, alam mo ba? Yung sa dati kong fabcon, lagi nag-aamoy araw o amoy pawis si Bunso pag uwi niya from school. Buti na lang dito sa bago kong fabcon. Ang fresh na fresh pa rin niya kahit buong araw pa siya maglaro sa labas.
Naku, Lisa, yan lang ba nagagawa ng fabcon mo? Eh lahat naman ng fabcon, nagpapabango ng damit. Yung fabcon ko, Sobrang galing magpalambot ng damit. Kaya nga napapadalas ang hugs namin nila Chikiting eh.
Ay nako girls, walang-wala yan sa Fabcon ko, no? Hindi lang lambot at bango ang kayang gawin nito. Meron tong Optic Light Plus technology na ginagawang mas maputi ang puting damit at pinapatingkad naman ang decolor.
Wait lang. Soft and all the reagents ba ang gamit mo?
Oo! Kayo ba?
Grabe! Wala naman tayo kailangan pagtalunan dyan. Parang marao lang ang gamit natin. Marao na pala tayo.
Gustong-gusto ko talaga ang soft and all the reagents Fabcon. Kasi sobrang pinapalambot nito ang mga damit namin.
Oo nga, Lisa. Sobrang ginawang fresh na fresh pa ang mga damit namin.
Tama ka, Ellen. Kaya truly kong nagustuhan ng soft and kasi pinoprotektahan itong mga damit para lagi itong mukhang bago kahit nakailang laban na. Tingnan mo, etong damit ko ngayon, 30 times ko na yung nalaban. Pero hanggang ngayon, mukhang bago pa din.
Oo nga, no? Kala ko, Mare, kakabili mo lang yun eh.
Hindi!
Kaya para laging smells fresh,
looks fresh,
at feels fresh, gumamit na rin kayo ng soft and all the reagents tulad namin. Lapitan mo lang yung suking PC dealer, Mare.
May lumapit na ba sa'yo na nag-alok ng get-rich-quick scheme? Huwag maging biktima.
Ang Direct Selling Association of the Philippines at ang Department of Trade and Industry ay magkaagapay sa pagpapalaganap ng kaalaman tungkol sa legitimate direct selling.
Mayroong 8-point test na ginagamit upang malaman kung ang kumpanya ay pyramiding o hindi. Ang mga sumusunod ay 3 halimbawa mula dito. Inaalok ka na kumita sa mga nare-recruit. Pati posisyon ay pwedeng bilhin. Ang kumpanya ay walang product return policy. Mag-ingat, baka mabiktima.
Kung sa tingin ninyo, pyramid scheme ang gamit ng inyong sinalihang kumpanya, ilapit at i-report ito sa Department of Trade and Industry Consumer Hotline 1384. Para sa karagdagang impormasyon ukol sa legitimate direct selling at ang 8-point test, visit www.dsap.ph.
Communities are power. They are unique and linked, offering voice, value, and variety. Presenting now our community mic this week.
All right, so we are back for a second time, and this time we shall present the other heart of TalkShop Asia Power Network's content, our Community Mic segment. This segment highlights a community to empower its network, impact customer reach, and of course, create a ripple effect in its expansion. So our guest for today is a rising brand in campaigning for a very powerful agricultural product. So before I call him, I would also like to call my co-host, Sir Jojo Barajias, back to the show.
Good more earnings.
Yes, definitely, Sir Jojo. Yeah. So let's get right onto it. Please welcome the project manager of Sacred Grains, Enrico de la Rosa.
Hi, Colin. Hi, Sir Jojo.
Hi,
all right,
Sir
welcome
Enrico.
to Talk Shop Asia, of course. So, Sir Jojo, please invite us to watch the video.
Okay, let us get to know Sacred Grains and its products with this video. Let's get a look.
Hi, I'm Rico. I'm the project manager for Sacred Grains General Merchandise, and we sell rice, coconut oil, tablea, and other household goods. Free Shipping Max is Lazada's way of helping its sellers provide shipping fee discounts for its customers. So Lazada gives a 50 peso discount on shipping, and the seller just has to provide a 5% participation fee, and it's also just capped at 100 pesos. There's the green truck that people see when they search a product. You also get a product banner, so it's very, very attractive. We actually believe that healthy brown rice should be more accessible to everyone. And with Free Shipping Max, we're able to encourage more people to buy it. It also helped us to increase our sales by 177%. Our order uplift also almost doubled by 1.7 times versus a normal day. We also had 1.58 times more product visits than when we were using Free Shipping Max. I definitely recommend Free Shipping Max to the other sellers. I, for one, am very excited on what else Lazada has in store for its sellers and its buyers.
All right, that's very amazing. And of course, I would love to hear on what Sacred Grains is all about. So, Sir Jojo, please, first question.
Yes, Sir Rico, pwede na magtanong. What is the business all about, Sir Rico? And what is your advocacy? Ang ganda naman ng iyong Lazada peg.
Yeah, that was actually a collaboration with Lazada, and we were trying to promote one of their new seller tools, and it really helped us, grow and reach more people, especially as I talked about earlier, especially with brown rice. So, Sacred Grains General Merchandise, we sell rice, but one of our advocacies is really promoting and helping to make the consumption of brown rice more equitable to everyone.
Okay. So this is about brown rice.
Yes.
So yeah, can you share what's the difference between brown rice and white rice?
Yeah, that's actually a very good question because as I was trying to explain, brown rice to other people, I noticed that some of them actually didn't have a clue on what brown rice was. They just knew it was healthy, pero they didn't really know that brown rice is technically just white rice with the bran layer and the germ layer intact. So in the rice production process, you start with the raw material, which is palay. And when I say palay, it's the unhusked rice grain. So you can see this on the left side. It's called unmilled rice. And the first step in the rice production process is to remove the husk, or what we call in Filipino, the ipa, yung hindi nakakain. So after that, you immediately presented with a product that you can already consume. This is already brown rice. And to produce white rice, you just have to further process the brown rice by removing the bran and the germ layer. Now, unfortunately, the bran and the germ layer contain around 90 to 95% of all the nutrients of a rice grain. So white rice, the product that we end up with, actually contains little to no nutrition. But as it is now, around 90 to 95%, maybe even more, Filipinos still consume white rice regularly.
Sir Rico.
Yep.
Ganun pala yun. Pag a brown rice, it's about 90% of the nutrients are still with the grain.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yeah. Oh, curious lang ako kasi I used to swing from brown rice, white rice. Oh, right. Ano ba ang why do people continue to say take white rice and knowing that brown rice is really more nutritious
option? Yeah. Okay. As we were trying to talk to the market, talk to the people, and we read a couple of papers on this exact question: if brown rice is really healthier, why are people still choosing to consume white rice? So it sounds like a very complicated problem, but the simple answer is are because of two things. The reason why people still consume or prefer white rice over brown rice is, one, because of preference, and two, because of price. So in preference, we're faced with people preferring the sweeter, kasi masarap yung white rice, matamis siya compared to brown rice. So people prefer white rice because in our Filipino culture as well, our ulam, our viands are very flavorful, very powerful. So when you consume it with white rice, talagang parang sakto siya. So that's one reason why people still choose to consume white rice. It's not that brown rice is bad, it's not that brown rice tastes bad. It's just that white rice sometimes tastes better, so that's why people prefer to consume it. And we've also encountered other sellers who don't pay as much attention to their brown rice products. So sometimes quality in the market for brown rice is reduced. So people have this misconception na parang, ay, brown rice hindi masarap yan, like, oy, mabaho or like matigas. So, and I understand for the other sellers because, you know, brown rice doesn't form majority or a big chunk of their revenue. So sometimes they might, you know, not pay attention to it. So that's one. So that's preference. The second, which I think is the more important factor on why people still choose to consume white rice, is because in my experience, everywhere I look, if you look at brown rice beside white rice, brown rice will always be priced higher than white rice. You know, so it's really just a matter of price for some people. If you can afford brown rice, sure, you can just easily bend, you know, your preference and say, okay, for today, I'm gonna consume brown rice kahit hindi ko siya sobrang favorite. Kasi afford ko naman. But for some people, you know, with fixed budgets, they really don't have that option because bibili ka ng brown rice, wala kang ulam, right? So they're left with really no choice but to consume white rice in the end. You know, price is a harder hurdle to overcome versus preference, you know, because buying more expensive rice means you'd be cutting down on other purchases. And it's not a choice that may be viable for many Filipinos. So that's it. Those are the two factors we think why white rice is still, you know, still out there.
Okay, Sir Rico, I have one more question.
Yes, sir. Go lang.
Yeah. Kasi, di ba, if the preference for white rice is still, with many people, many Filipinos, due to price and taste, and then Sacred Grains is promoting this more nutritious brown rice. Okay, so can you tell us more about what really is your advocacy for promoting Sacred Grains brown rice?
Okay, we're actually advocating for the more consumption of brown rice in general. You know, we are just one brand out of all the brands that offer brown rice, and we invite everyone to choose all. You know, we're just a small part of this big industry, and the way we're trying to do that with Sacred Grains is, one, we're trying to address the two factors that we just mentioned. So one is preference. So we really pay attention to our brown rice in a way that we tell our consumers, hindi, masarap yung brown rice. You know, you probably just tasted, you know, brown rice that wasn't as good. You know, hindi maganda yung pagkaani or hindi maganda yung pagkatuyo, pagka-dry, pagka-process. So we really pay attention to that. So we can tell people that, no, brown rice is actually good. You know, hindi siya matigas, hindi siya mabaho or anything. So we're trying to do that. And actually, as you mentioned, Sir Jojo, no, you swing back and forth from brown rice and white rice. That is actually our goal. You know, we're not trying to convert everyone to just, hindi, wag na kayo mag-white rice kasi masama siya sa kalusugan nyo. We're actually just trying to tell people na you should consume more brown rice because there was a Harvard research that just by increasing your consumption of brown rice by 1 to 2 servings, so like it could be one meal in a day, you actually reduce your risk for cardiovascular diseases by 22%. So that's already a big benefit. And we understand that, you know, you can't go 100% brown rice all day, every day. When there's sinigang, you eat white rice. And we're okay with that. We just want you to embrace brown rice, you know, for a couple of meals, maybe more, especially if you need it. And so that's how we're addressing the preference part. You know, you can have brown rice and enjoy it, you know. And for the price is actually a more major hurdle, as I mentioned earlier. So we're also focusing on that because there are less so we're trying to lower down the price of brown rice. Now, people always try to ask me, like, is that possible? You know, if it has a higher price, then it usually probably has a higher cost. So lowering down the price would mean, you know, lugi ka. Ibebenta mo ba yung brown rice ng pulgi? Actually, the answer to that is, and we've talked to several, you know, stakeholders in the industry. And if you look at it, brown rice goes through less processes than white rice. You know, because you take the additional effort and the labor and the time to actually remove the bran and the germ layer. So if you produce white rice, you know, in the rice production process, you'd actually be saving time and you'd actually be doing less. So on a cost perspective, it makes sense. On a cost perspective, brown rice can be produced cheaper than white rice. So it follows that those who sell brown rice can also adjust the price accordingly. So it might be a good thought, for us. It might be a good thought that one day, in the far or near future, but it is the goal, the dream of Sacred Grains, that one day we see brown rice being sold at the same price, if not cheaper, than white rice. So when somebody goes to a stall and says, 100 lang yung pera ko, or like 80 pesos, very limited budget, you can say, oh, mas mura pala yung brown rice. Healthy pa siya. So it's the no-brainer choice. So no, that's what we're trying to address and change as well. So yun, we think, so for us, we try to really lower down before we were selling brown rice at a premium like everybody else. And then we realized, if mas healthy siya, shouldn't it be more available to everyone? Shouldn't it be cheaper? And the cost makes sense. So that's what we did. Our brown rice is priced at around 330 pesos. That's around 50 to 60 pesos per kilo. Our sinundoming brown rice, which is a cheaper variant, is priced even less. So to answer your questions, Rolly, how we're trying to advance this advocacy is just by trying to reduce the hurdles that people encounter when consuming brown rice. So we make it more palatable for them. We make it a better experience for them, and we make it more accessible to everyone. So those are the things that we do.
Yes, Enrico. Galing nung sagot mo.
Thank you, sir.
I'm really looking forward to having a white rice and a brown rice at the same price. And if it's going to be cheaper, well and good. Naalala ko, nung nagba-brown rice ako, I was much leaner. Pero totoo yung brown rice, talaga naniniwala.
Yes, definitely.
Meron lang akong papaalala sa'yo. Sir
Yes, sir.
Jojo ako, hindi ako Sir Rolly. Mas pogi ako doon. Oh, mas pogi ako doon.
Sir Jojo
Apologies, Sir Jojo.
No, it's okay, it's okay. Well, siguro yung 22%, di ba? Benefit of of not getting any cardiac issues is a very good benefit, no?
Yep.
So I'll remember that, no? I'm sure Colleen has more questions, mas detalyado. Bahala ka na, Enrico.
Yes, Sir Jojo, of course. And yes, sir, agree tayo dyan, no? Agree tayo dyan na magka-level naman yung kagwapuhan. Sir Rolly, Sir Jojo, ganyan. Siyempre, fan tayo. Oo, di ba? At par naman yan. so, siyempre, of course, also, we have one question from our Facebook comment section, of course, about brown rice. They are, I think it was a question from Miss Niet De Leon. She was asking, why is it easier to cook white rice versus brown rice? And that may also be a reason. Why people don't really generally like to purchase brown rice and things like that.
Okay. Can I answer that question? Yeah. Okay. So that's actually a very good question, and that's what generally people encounter when they're trying to cook brown rice. It takes a little bit longer than white rice. If you go with your regular rice cooker or the conventional method. So the reason behind it is because of the extra bran layer that surrounds the rice. So it doesn't. So to answer the question from a very technical standpoint, that's it. It just has a bran layer, and that makes the cooking and the absorption of water a little bit longer. It's not a lot naman. And actually, we recommend to our consumers, before you cook brown rice, you have the option, if you want it more soft or softer, you can soak it for 30 minutes before you cook it in the rice cooker. So bago mo siya saing, babadla mo lang siya muna for 30 minutes and then you cook it. But you can also go direct. It's just a very small difference on the softness. But, a lot of people are very, very meticulous about the rice. We love rice and people notice the small nuances.
Differences between the temperature, the amount of water, and things like that.
Yes, they make all the difference. So to answer Miss Niet's question, yun ma'am, kaya siya mas matagal because of the bran layer, which is mas masustansya naman. So a small trade-off.
Yeah, and of course, I think it will also be helpful if it becomes a part of the campaign to just let people know how to cook brown rice properly or in different ways that they can. Because for us Asians, it's pretty easy to cook the white rice. No? I mean, just use your finger and then you know how much water it needs. ba?
Yes.
And that's not really the case for brown rice itself. So I also think that's an essential part of the campaign. So of course, one last question before we call for the engagement. How are you
Right.
making the consumption of brown rice more equitable? I mean, in terms of the price and things like that.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, we're making the consumption more equitable by making it more palatable to everyone, making the quality of brown rice really up there, 100%. And then we lower down the price to where we can so that more people, especially the people who need it, can access it. And most people actually just ask us the question like, why? Why are you doing this? Why go the bother? If malaki na yung kita nyo sa brown rice before, why do you have to lower your margins? And from a business standpoint, it makes sense because even if we reduce our margins, we grow our volume. So we grow the number of people who can consume brown rice. So if more people actually consume it, we're better off. From a very strictly business standpoint, it makes sense. So that's the business case on why it makes sense to make brown rice cheaper for everyone. But apart from that, we're also, parang the business case is secondary for us. The main reason why we want to lower the price of brown rice, the reason why we're campaigning for the consumption of brown rice and why we want it to be more equitable to everyone is because of a lot of things. So one is because of the benefits that brown rice can bring. So if we can make it more available to everyone, we essentially make health more available to everyone. People always say na hindi dapat dapat mas malusog yung mga Pinoy, mga Pilipino or like every person in the world. Pero the question is, how are we making it affordable to them? So for us, it's a very concrete way, making health, brown rice, more available to everyone. Because right now some people can't afford brown rice. That means they can't afford health. They can't afford wellness. Sabi nga kanina, wellness is eating healthy. But paano kung mas mahal yung eating healthy? Hindi ko kayang mag-wellness. So sinasabi namin sa mga tao, kaya nyong mag-wellness. We're gonna help you. And going more into that, the statistic is saying that around 6% of Filipinos are diabetic. They have a problem with their blood sugar levels. And that's actually just people who have been diagnosed. Some people claim or believe that around another 6% are actually diabetic but haven't been diagnosed. So that's total 12%. That's around 12 million Filipinos in the Philippines, that are diagnosed with diabetes. And the recommendation of doctors always to diabetic people is that, you need to control your consumption of glucose. So a very helpful metric for people trying to control their blood sugar level is the glycemic index. So this is a higher glycemic index would mean that if you consume this food, your blood sugar is gonna spike up. But so the lower the glycemic index, the better. So brown rice has a lower glycemic index than white rice. So this is a concrete way of just telling people, hey, if you're diabetic, you don't have to spend that extra money just trying to be healthy. We're gonna make it more equal. I remember a story. I was managing the e-commerce of Sacred Grains before when we were starting it, and somebody sent us a message. I think it was on Shopee, and she said, matagal pa ba dadating yung brown rice? Will it take more time? And sabi ko, ma'am, we're doing our best. We're packing it. Waiting na lang po tayo sa logistics. Because logistics is handled by another part, hindi na kami. And her answer was, I can remember this because it really shocked me because what she was saying was, babalik na daw siya sa isla where her dad was. And her dad was actually diabetic. And she had no... And it was surprising to me because she had to go through the e-commerce channel and go through Shopee to actually just
to access,
just to access brown rice, And she mentioned na parang mas mura daw kami. So parang we really made it a point na sige ma'am, bibilis na namin kasi we realized that people do need brown rice. I just think they don't get that voice out there that much, because syempre 12% lang sila, but 12% is big, we are 100 million Filipinos. That's 12 million Filipinos who need brown rice to actually live healthier. So that's one part, we're trying to help people trying to control their blood sugar level. We're giving them this option and we don't want them to spend more because it's really just, it's not a good thing to think about na para maging healthy mas mahal. Para maging healthy mas kailangan mo ng mas maraming pera. I think it should be like yung health, you know, how we have health insurance, we have PhilHealth. It's available to everyone. So our part in this is just making, you know, the option to get healthier rice, brown rice, more available to everyone. And, you know, there's also yung cardiovascular diseases. It can help. But, you know, the bottom line, kasi some people also buy brown rice, you know, sabihin nila, ay magda-diet ako, I wanna lose weight. So I'm gonna consume brown rice, which is a good effort. You know, I appreciate the effort of everyone trying to live a healthier life. But brown rice isn't the only key. You know, it's not the one thing that solves everything in terms of weight loss. Brown rice can help you, but you also have to focus on the nutrition that you consume apart from brown rice. So you need to cut down on yung fast food, you know, mga unhealthy foods natin.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Kasi,
so definitely, definitely, Sir Rico, no?
Yeah.
So go lang. I would also want you, while you're at it, also call on our guests for engagements or anything you would like our viewers. Where can they reach you and things like that? And this is really, really noble advocacy, and I would love to see Sacred Grain succeed on this one.
Thank you so much. To all our viewers, if you want to buy or purchase brown rice from Sacred Grains, you can go to our Lazada page. You know, just look up Sacred Grains and you'll see our rice. If you want the brown rice, just look up Sacred Grains brown rice. So this goes the same for Lazada, Shopee. We're also on Facebook. So you can see our products there as well. Just leave us a message and we will respond to you. You know, we will help you get the brown rice that you need or the rice that you need. Yeah, so I think this photo that we're showing is a feature from Lazada, no, with the free shipping max. So they just wanted to feature me there as well. So yeah, thank you Lazada for being being our partner, you know, in helping more Filipinos get the brown rice that they need.
Of course. Sir Jojo, your thoughts on this whole segment? I know this has been a very informative one.
Ang galing nga. Kasi, yeah, in English, it's spectacular. Yeah, first of all, noble purpose, Sir Rico. Ang galing. Making wellness affordable. Believe ako dyan. Yeah. So it's very good, noble purpose. The other thing that I would remember is making nutritious rice available at a more affordable price. Tsaka syempre, you mentioned lower margins we can afford with more volume. I'm sure you'll be able to get that. Ang napaka-importante dyan, pwede na ako mag-extra rice, brown rice.
Yes, sir. Wag lang masyadong madami.
Control ka din.
Yes,
of course. So, thank you very much as well, Sir Jojo. Those were amazing questions. It really helped us highlight Sacred Grains as a brand. And of course, thank you very much to Enrico for sharing with us this advocacy. It is a remarkable agricultural product with very high potential in the wellness industry. So don't worry, we will hear more from Rico during the panel segment. So when TalkShop Asia Power Network returns, we will have one of the major partners of TalkShop Asia, TalkShop Asia Business Exchange, for a special segment. So stay tuned for that after this break.
Exponential growth, the most viable, trustworthy, and highly effective marketing and sales medium worldwide. A global $180 billion industry. Welcome to the world of direct selling, where we generate earning opportunities, create livelihood, and enable entrepreneurship for people from all walks of life, transforming individuals into businessmen and women and equipping them with the means to go further. Direct selling in the Philippines has been growing steadily over the past 30 years, providing meaningful income to 1 out of every 5 Filipino families. Thousands upon thousands of Filipinos choose to be direct sellers for the numerous benefits they continue to reap despite economic limitations. It has swept even far-flung provinces in the country as it continues to emerge as an alternative to retail stores, malls, and e-commerce platforms. Prompting even national recognition as President Duterte signed Proclamation No. 320, declaring the last week of November every year as Direct Selling Week. Standing tall as a beacon towards responsible, ethical, and legitimate direct selling is the Direct Selling Association of the Philippines, DSAP, the official national trade association of direct selling companies in the Philippines. Affiliated with the World Federation of Direct Selling Associations, WFDSA, in Washington, D.C., USA, the DSAP continues to advocate and champion the direct selling industry to its members, stakeholders, and the general public. Since its official inception in 1983, the Direct Selling Association of the Philippines, DSAP, has been responsible for governing and professionalizing the industry of direct selling, promoting its member companies, as well as safeguarding consumers from illegitimate businesses and fraudulent practices. To promote legitimacy in the industry, DSAP is actively working in partnership with the Department of Trade and Industry, DTI, the Academe, and the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Armed with the Code of Practice and Business Conduct and the 8-point test, the DSAP ensures that only legitimate products and direct selling business opportunities reach consumers. The DSAP thoroughly reviews and evaluates both member and potential member companies and their business ethics, method of merchandise distribution and servicing, compensation plans, and other direct selling practices. By making sure these companies are doing direct selling the right way, the DSAP ensures that your investment is up to par with global standards. Our growing member companies proudly wear their seal of legitimacy, as a Direct Selling Association membership signifies the highest possible standard of business ethics, governed by the Direct Selling Code of Ethics set by the World Federation of Direct Selling Associations. And as the list of member companies continue to grow and flourish, we promote and recognize excellence and compliance through industry awards and special events. The Sales Achiever Award, Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and our Hall of Fame awardees are a testament to values prevalent and embodied in the industry, such as leadership, loyalty, cooperation, and support. The growth of the direct selling industry and its positive impact on the lives of many Filipinos is remarkable and unstoppable. And we at DSAP will continue to adapt, update policies, and pursue advocacies that promote credibility and confidence in direct selling. In doing so, we promote self-employment and financial independence and are one in building a future with individuals, distributors, and a vast network of people able to change their lives for the better and improve the lives of others too. And it's all because we are doing direct selling the right way. To access our directory of company members and more information about direct selling and the 8-point test, visit our website at www.dsap.ph.
Communities are power. They are unique and linked, offering voice, value, and variety. Presenting now our community mic this week.
All right, so for a special segment today, we have with us the head of TalkShop Asia Business Exchange to promote a revolutionary development in digital business platform. So before I call him, I would also like to invite our co-host, Sir Jojo Baraquias, with us for our special segment.
Hello,
right.
Good more earnings again.
Yes, hindi talaga titigil tayo dyan, Sir Jojo, and definitely good more earnings as well to our members in the direct selling community. So let's welcome for a special segment, okay, the chief head of TalkShop Asia Business Exchange, Sir Nathan.
Hi, good afternoon, Colleen. Sir Jojo, hi.
Hello.
Of course.
Sir Nathan.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sir Nathan, for being with us this afternoon. And I would also like to give you this platform to promote TalkShop Asia Business Exchange. So please tell us more about the impact of this platform.
Okay, so TalkShop Asia Business Platform is a new platform for actually integrating all the so this is a business exchange platform. It's called PSA BEX. So it's a between partnership between TalkShop Asia and Agilis. So you know naman, Talkshop Asia was established 2016, but Sir Rolly was the head in Inquirer, the Raja Inquirer, and then until now he is the heading the Talkshop Asia community. There, next slide, please. Yes. So what happened in the 2020? So 2020 we had, sorry, can you go? Yeah. So 2020 we had the pandemic. So most of the businesses now lost the direction. The supply chain has halted. The business suffered actually, and it took down talaga the employment. Next. So with that in mind, the two major the hand-in-hand work together, Agilis and Talkshop Asia. Next, please. Next slide. Yeah. So our response of Talkshop Asia and Agilis is to build a platform for this need. So, can you go back to the first slide? Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So what we need now is to, if you have a business right now, what we need is to spread awareness and be accessible. And then we do networking, of course, with our business entrepreneurs. And then we do well, if you want to grow your business, we learn. Learn is to grow. And then we automate. We have the one segment is to automate for faster business response. And we do the marketplace. We have a marketplace, sorry. And the other, next one, please. So that our responsibility, it's responsibility that Agilis at this Talkshop Asia. So this one is our website. If you could see this, imagine a business ecosystem in one business platform. Next slide, please. So what we have is the 5 features of the business platform. The e-media, which is an on-air PR guesting, which amplify information of a product or a brand or a service. And then we go e-networking, where it's a crowd fest or B2B networking, where you expand your influence. And then we have e-learning, we scale up your expertise. And then we have the ERP. Colleen, this is very good, no? Kasi Sir John, yes, we have an ERP and it's free. And so it's a free. Yes. Join our members, you get the ERP free. So you digitize your operation through our ERP. And then you could feature your product also and expand your sales channels through e-marketplace. So we have an e-marketplace inside the business platform of TSA Bex. There. And then next slide. So sorry, could you go back to the so what we have is 5-in-1. So in this business platform, 5 na siya agad. So we have all what I discussed, nandun na siya lahat si Lima. So we grow and thrive toolkit ang tawag namin dyan. Grow and thrive toolkit. And then next slide, please. So as a member, we have 3 offerings: the quarterly membership, a semi-annual membership, and an annual membership for only 6,000 pesos. So annual na yun. So if you compute it, it's only 500 pesos a month. Pang Starbucks lang ni Sir Jojo yun. So next slide. So,
agree, Sir Nathan.
We're starting with the TSA Bex. We're introducing it to the TSA community.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So TSA community is our valued customers, or sorry, valued partners. So next slide. So yun. So if you're already a member of the community of TSA, we're giving you a complimentary membership. So next slide. Ayan. So for the recap, so you could spread awareness, grow your business by networking, and then you could learn more with this in this business platform, and then you have the chance to automate your business also, and then syempre you could sell on marketplace and product. The next slide. So good deals, as I said, 500 lang siya per month. And the next slide, please. Ayan. So how do we become a member? So you just go to TalkShop Asia Bex, choose your membership type to pay, and then create an account availing your perks and benefits. And then next slide. There.
Of
So
course.
if you want to elevate your business and grow your network, join us now.
Yes.
Go to please go to www.talkshopasia.bex.com. There.
All right. Well, that's a really amazing presentation for Sir Nathan, no? And it also gets me excited kasi kumbaga, this is a platform that has everything you need. I mean, as a business, from start to finish, from digitalization, if you want to transcend into digital media, this is where you go, right?
Yes. Yes,
It's a very, very interesting to know that.
Sorry, nagmamadali lang ako ng konti kasi alam ko tayo may
Of
time.
course, no worries, Sir Nathan. And please don't worry. Of course, we will have, if we can have you as a part of a major segment on our next shows, that would be very much welcome. So you can promote PSA Bex, of course, to our community partners. And so we would also want to introduce you to our guests for today. So let us proceed with the panel segment of the show. Of course, thank you very much, Sir Nathan. So I would like to call right back on the screen our brand feature, Miss Melody Yap from Young Living Philippines, as well as Mr. Enrico de la Rosa from Sacred Grains, and of course, our chief anchor, Sir Rolly Pagaspas. All right, so let's dive right into our panel segment. I know this is one of the most exciting parts of the show. So I would love to hear our guests' thoughts on our questions for today. All right. So let's dive right into it. So with the idea of wellness leaders in mind, as this episode's feature or this episode's topic, I would like to ask, as an industry leader, what does health and wellness mean for you and your company? Yeah, I would like to give the floor first to Miss Melody. Your thoughts on this?
I think it's really accessibility. Just like what Rico also said a while ago, we're making wellness more affordable. I think it was also in the message of Young Living that we want to be in every Filipino home. And I know that our pricing is a little more intimidating than most products out there, but it doesn't compare also into the versus the benefits of what you get out of the products, because one drop really goes a long way. So we also took this initiative of making the inaccessible accessible by having this lower price enrollment set that our viewers or non-members can try and have wellness as part of their life. If this is the way they want to go, there is an option out there for you that we can support there.
All right, that's a really great answer, of course, from Miss Melody. And of course, Rico, your thoughts on this?
Sorry, the question was, what do we think about wellness, as parang people in the industry, correct? Yeah, so with health in mind, or with trying to lead a company with a culture of health, we subscribe to, there's a framework, for achieving a culture of health. And basically the 4 pillars are employee health, consumer health, community health, and environmental health. So to subscribe to the culture of wellness would actually mean that, number one, you extend this culture to your employees. We try to encourage all our employees to live a healthier life, engage in better choices, not just in brown rice, but holistically. And for consumer health, we try to make healthier products more available to everyone, or we try to market it to them. We try to do a lot of fun things just so we can get their eyes and say, hey, maybe you should be healthier. If you want, we're here. And the third pillar would be the community health. So people who are near to us, who are our neighbors, who are part of our LGU, part of our communities, part of the barangay, we also try to extend a helping hand. And lastly, for environmental health, we also pay attention to our carbon footprint, our packaging. We're not 100% there yet, but we make conscious effort to try to reduce the amount of waste that we do, especially in e-commerce. So there, the short answer would be, we try to engage all 4 pillars of the culture of health.
All right, that's really great to hear as well. I mean, it is really about, being holistic and being accessible to your consumers as well. Sir Nathan, your thoughts on this one? I would very much like to hear you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. No, so, yeah, actually, I was just gonna say it's the wellness for our platform. It's the wellness for business. So, if you want to grow, yes, you want to grow or you want to pivot your business, you could join us at tsabex.com.
Yes, definitely love that, no? So for our next question as well, ayan. Health and wellness products have a tendency to be on the expensive side, so which may also affect consumer access to these types of products, which they also need at some point. So how do you expand or widen the reach of your brand in light of this? Miss Melody, your thoughts?
It's also highlighting the benefits of the product, how you can switch. So we have this campaign also about switch and ditch, switching to naturals and ditching your synthetics. That will also be something that widens the accessibility, and aside from, of course, making it more affordable, because sometimes price is a hindrance. But if you know what the benefits or how long a product, the many benefits of the products, not just aromatically but health wise, it will improve. And a lot of stories you will hear will be something that will inspire you to experience wellness. And that will help widen the penetration of the products.
Of course, I also agree with that, no, Miss Melody. Just making sure that the long-term effects outweigh the expensive or the expenses that you will incur at this point. So there's a level of prioritization that the consumers also have to think about with this one. So how about Rico? Your thoughts?
How do we widen our reach? Well, for one, I'm very thankful to platforms in the e-commerce arena, the likes of Lazada and Shopee. And I think the product that Sir Nathan was talking about is part of that. And it really helps us reach people in farther areas, because ideally we need a lot of demand or a lot of products to be transported there to make the transport cost efficient and make sense. But with e-commerce and all these new platforms popping up, we're able to deliver one sack, to someone in the Visayas region, maybe in Bulacan or Cavite, and then they can't go out. It's very beneficial to both us and our consumers. So for that, our question is, e-commerce platform, they are the best. We really use them to engage more people.
Yes. And speaking of e-commerce platforms, of course, Sir Nathan, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, so actually we're inviting every brands or services now, no, because in this pandemic, actually, as I mentioned, it's very, before we could see each other, now we're inside the computer. So in our platform, the TSABEX, we have this platform, which is part of the platform, which is a networking. So it's a event once a month where you could exchange B2B, actually. So we can exchange thoughts and exchange businesses and even invite for your business. So I invite you once again to see tsabex.com. So there's a part of the platform where we could one-on-one and be B2B. So we could practice that in our platform.
Right. Of course. Thank you so much for that, Sir Nathan. Just linking all of these businesses and all of these brands together. It's very exciting coming from Top Asia Business Exchange. And of course, I would also like to ask my co-hosts and of course our lead anchor, Sir Rolly. Sir Rolly, what are your thoughts on wellness, on our wellness leaders as guests for today?
Oh, well, as I mentioned, sabi nga natin, wellness is life. So my first response is it's lifelong. But my second response, I'd like to focus on wellness, meaning to say we got to focus on the totality, your well-being. So you don't have to forget about the mental aspect. So it all starts from the top. Meaning to say you've got to embrace positivity. May mga taong hindi marunong mag-refocus on positivity. Ang advice ko sa inyo, release, and then stop and then try to gradually attain the positivity. Then second, of course, the physical. That's what that is the more common, di ba? You've got to be careful about what you eat. Let thy food be be your medicine, sabi nga nila. And then consume what you eat, and so that you can always maintain wellness. And then the third and fourth, medyo this crisis talaga, that's the socio-economic. Alam naman natin we cannot be with each other, so the impact of social response is not really available. And economic, economic ni Jojo, we've got to refocus in having team millionario and good more earnings, no? So that we have to really we have to do a lot of things so that we can abide with these two. But syempre yung panlima, nakakalimutan ng marami, is the spiritual. Always remember there's an end game in the world. Nothing is infinite. So laging alalahanin nyo that all these things that we are experiencing will really get into an end. So always think that God is strength, and we have to refocus on that. So meaning to say, ang gusto lang sabihin is that for your total well-being, you've got to repivot. Focus on your strength, and that you have to realign. Don't forget the other areas. Embrace all of them, from mental to spiritual. Thank you.
Of course, that's such a great message to have, Sir Rolly. And of course, Sir Jojo, your thoughts on this one, on our episode for today. What are your key takeaways?
Well, I have 3 takeaways with our 3 guests. Number 1, wellness, health, diba? So I was pleasantly surprised that the brown rice is featured. So I used to swing, sabi ko kanina, white rice, brown rice. And of course, the 22% diba? Reduction of cardiovascular disease is very important to me. No? That struck me. And yung kay Young Living naman, alam mo, Melody, I became an oil bulario. I mixed the oils.
I like that, oil bulario.
In fact, I have a diffuser here in my office. Yan, lavender, peppermint, and meron pang isa, lemon. Yan, hinahalo-halo ko yan. So I became an oil bulario during this pandemic. Melody used to work with me. So alam niya kung ano yung stress factors namin. And last but not the least, no? Sinabi ni Sir Nathan, yung wellness for business. I really like that, no? Yung wellness for business at saka yung value for money. I think it's a good platform. I wish all of you good luck, no? Especially Sir Nathan, kasi yung business, I'd like to know more about that. So ang aking quotable quote for today is making wellness affordable. Good luck.
Yan. Very remarkable naman talaga, Sir Jojo, no? Ayan, hands down. And of course, thank you very much to our guests for today. And I would like to give the floor to you guys so you can call for engagements, promote your brand. Where can people reach you if they want to partner or if they want to buy your brand? So, Miss Melody, please.
We have a lot of platforms. We are on Facebook. We have our own website. We also have our own ordering platforms. So, I just want to say we will not be in Shopee or Lazada. That's not where we are at. Sorry. But if you are buying from there, I would highly discourage that. For our products, for Young Living, you have to be buying from legitimate sellers, and that's our official page also. So thank you for guesting us. We are on Facebook. So we are also on Instagram, and we're very excited. So with this exposure, we're excited to welcome more new members to Young Living Philippines.
Of course. Thank you so much as well, Miss Melody. This has been an insightful discussion on the essential oils as well. And I myself, am really curious, and I would like to try and know more about it in the future. Sir Nathan, please call on our viewers for engagement.
Okay, for those who have difficulties and they want to grow more network and learn, you could join us, and especially for ERPs, if you're having trouble with your ERPs, you could join us in our platform. It's talkshopasiabex.com, or you could find it at Facebook, Talkshop Asia Business Exchange.
Of course. Thank you so much, Sir Nathan. So please also look for Talkshop Asia Business Exchange if you have your own business, how to grow it and on a holistic way. Okay, so please also support Talkshop Asia Business Exchange. And of course, Enrico, please call on for our viewers.
So to everyone, we're Sacred Grains is accessible to you from Lazada, Shopee. We're on Facebook. You can buy from us directly. And just a reminder, if you're trying to eat healthy, never forget to also regularly exercise. Once or twice a week. It goes hand in hand. For a healthier life. And the last word I want to say is that we can compare brown rice to a vaccine in the sense that the best brown rice is the one that is available to you right now.
Yes, I definitely agree with that, no? And I would also like to give the floor to Sir Jojo. If you have any calls for engagements or promotions, please.
Yeah, please continue to patronize, watch Talkshop Asia Power Network, and build your business. Good more earnings.
Of course. Thank you so much. And I definitely agree with that, no? Sir Rolly, your turn. Any engagements, anything you want to promote?
Well, ako naman, yeah. Please watch our forthcoming event, no? For my other vertical, the World Esports Business Summit, which we're about to launch by next week. We are opening the summit to all the brands who want to do business with esports, who contain the millennials and the seniors as market. So we'll try to explain that by next week, and hope to see you there. That's September 17 to 18.
Right, that's really great. And of course, this is such an interesting and heartwarming and very inspiring discussion for both our viewers and the youth out there as well. So once again, I want to thank Miss Jen Del Agua, Miss Melody for Young Living Philippines, and of course, Sir Enrico for Sacred Grains, and of course, Sir Nathan for TSA Business Exchange for being with us this afternoon and sharing with us your expertise. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. See you again next Friday. This has been Talkshop Asia Power Network, TSA Season 22, now helping you and your business grow exponentially. Happy weekend!
Bye!
Bye!
Kung di makapunta sa branch, pwede nang magpa-deliver ng produkto sa inyong mga bahay. Step 1. Itawag o i-text sa branch mo ang iyong order. Pwede rin i-send sa ating official Facebook page. Step 2. Hintayin ang tawag o text ng branch para sa order confirmation. Step 3. Hintayin ang pagdating ng order sa bahay mo. No need to worry ka, PC. Tuloy ang benta at kita mo sa ligtas at convenient na paraan basta kami ang partner mo sa pag-abot ng great life.
We just brought to you Talkshop Asia Power Network, the program that features, highlight, and connect, where your company will grow exponentially every Friday, 3 p.m. only here on Big Media MPMT Network.